So let's talk about some ZOE terminology. So the first thing is a widget. I know a lot of different softwares, a lot of different things use widgets. It's pretty common, and it's becoming more and more common terminology. But in ZOE, basically everything is a widget. You know, if you see text on the screen, it's going to be a text widget. If you see a table is a table widget. There are also sub-widgets that are widgets that are comprised of other widgets. So a table has a whole bunch of sub-widgets in there. So yeah, that's the basic thing is widget. The next thing is a tile. ZOE, in theory, is amazing, being able to zoom and pan everywhere. But for an actual operator, there's a lot of cases where they're not actually going to want to zoom and pan to a place because that would be time consuming. They want information fast, right? So we created these tiled areas, which are gray clickable areas, which you can see here, that you can click and it zooms the operator in automatically to a highlighted area. So it's faster navigation to areas. And that tile area actually uses a function called pan zoom. Pan zoom is a function that allows you to jump to a zoom and pan area. It's a function that takes the zoom level that you want, a offset or pan area, and then a center coordinate of the screen, and it will automatically zoom you in closer.
So if you looked at this as just a huge canvas, it could actually just be over here.
Exactly. Exactly. The next thing is a sticky widget. So what I like to say is it's kind of like it's stuck to the glass of your computer. That's a good way to imagine a sticky widget. So there are some areas of ZOE that we want the operator to be able to have access to no matter where they're zoomed in at. For instance, the alarm grid. We want them to always have access to that alarm grid no matter where they zoom or pan to. So we have a sticky widget where it's stuck to the screen of the computer, if you will. So it follows them everywhere. The next thing is, I guess for Jack and Michael, this is probably going to be more useful. But there is everything in ZOE is kind of comprised of GOBs. GOB is a global object. So it's a programming object that holds all of the code for that widget. So you can, when you get more comfortable with ZOE, and if you're doing some more advanced troubleshooting of ZOE, you can search through the GOBs block that actually allows you to see the internal code of those widgets and be able to make sure everything is piped correctly or to make modifications. So yeah, it's probably good to know that everything's kind of comprised of these GOBs. And for faster linking of the GOBs, we have a GOB index, and that GOB index allows you to fast search for GOBs. So it has the name of the widget and an index, and it's just kind of a map to finding and referencing GOBs and widgets faster. And the last thing is Rebel. Rebel is the programming language. It's a program interpreter that that ZOE runs in. So the current iteration is R3 or the Rebel 3. So if you hear R3 or Rebel, that's the language that is interpreting and doing the drawing of ZOE.